I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. Thank you for joining me, guys, on another episode of Commonwealth for Common Folks. What is happening across the Commonwealth, whether you're living in the Commonwealth or the United States of America, welcome everybody for joining the channel and being part of the transmission. Whether you're investing in real estate, or you're trying to figure out where real estate's going, or whether you are trying to figure out heads or tails of this economy, this is what we do here. We discuss the Commonwealth for common folks. So let me open my disclaimer here, guys, so that there's no issues. We do not offer investment advice. We do not know anything, and we can't even read. This video should not be viewed by anyone ever. So now that we got our disclaimer out of the way,
Tiffany,
we could go ahead and continue with the show. And looks like our Skype lights are lighting up.
the Mexican government.
And it looks like it's going to be good. It's going to be a good show tonight. So, guys, let's go to a quick channel plug. If you're just tuning in, welcome, guys. Welcome. So let's go to a quick channel plug. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to set your reminders for Digital Debt Prison. This Saturday on Mike in the Night is going to be Digital Debt Prison. Or digital, not debt prison, digital prison. I'm sorry. Digital prison. Yes, don't forget to set your reminders for that. And if you don't mind. And also, guys, don't forget to buy something off of Teespring. The Dirt Bike t-shirt is selling really well. I want to thank everyone that's been buying the Dirt Bike t-shirt. People are buying it. They like the style. They like the Mike of the Night style. And, guys, if you want to follow me on Facebook, go ahead and check it out. If you want to follow me on Facebook. Facebook now has me organized or labeled as a news personality. I'm no longer a store on Facebook. They used to label me as a store. So there it is, guys. Don't forget to send your Instagram messages to me. Show tips on Instagram work really well for me. And let's keep going here. And don't forget to check out our friend Art by Dano. Sent me a lot of cool prints. I want to thank Dano for taking care of us here. And just let him know that I sent you when you order from artbydano.net, not your typical art. Really cool prints here. I'm going to put some up in my son's room now that my son's room is ready. Rock and roll, guys. I hope everyone's doing great out there. We got people starting to roll in. We got Mitch Madden in the house. We got Low Roller Scratcher. We got Lenny Pooh in the house. What else we got here? We got Dex and Blue in the house. Who else we got here? The Lost Canuck. Oh my God, I haven't seen him in a while. Hope he's doing okay. I tried messaging him on... What did I message him? Maybe hopefully we could get him in discussing what's happening with these articles and what we're seeing here. So let's spare a thought for those living in Canada because, man, do I have a story and a half here. I shared it earlier in today's channel, basically destroying one Canadian job. Joe will destroy one Canadian job at a time. And you just sent me $5. Thank you so much. Let me button up my shirt here so I don't look like I'm Saturday Night Fever here. I think that's a little bit better there. Look like Saturday Night Fever there. Okay. So we got Owen in the house. Owen's in the house. So guys, I hope you're doing okay with your stocks. We're going to go over some stock discussion and stock tips, and I'm going to show you guys what I've bought recently. I'm going more towards the lithium ion stuff lately, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Because that Keystone, basically the stroke of a pen, all the work that was done in Canada to get this thing done to help promise Canadians a better future. Okay, so let's keep going here. So let's go back to article scan so you guys can see what it is I'm trying to tell you guys. So let's start off real quick here. Australian housing system broken with more than half of low-income renters facing rental stress. Now, I found out today from someone that lives in Melbourne, Australia. He basically told him low-income renters are people that make like $35,000 to $55,000 a year. Yeah, that's not a joke. I'm not making this up. And you could back check this if you want, because minimum wage in Australia, I think, is $21 an hour, or $20 an hour, or 20. Could somebody please correct me in the comments? What is minimum wage in Australia? I think it's $21 an hour. So, and that's basically Yeah, what's happening there? Even with the Commonwealth assistance, many families continue to struggle. About 29% of those who are receiving a payment will still experiencing rental stress, the report found. And I thank you for sending me photos last week of the queues. What are queues? Queues are lineups outside of food banks in Australia, going 2-3 blocks of people picking up food from their local food bank. Okay, here goes here. This PDF was sent to me by a nurse living in rural Saskatchewan. Pay attention to this, okay, guys, because this is going to affect a lot of people. I don't know if you guys know this. We've reported on here on the channel many times. Many hospitals are laying off staff, and there's a lot of hospital closures, too, in rural parts of Canada. We covered rural America closing down. Closing down hospitals. I think it was a couple of hundred of them were closed down because there's nobody in the hospital. And then now, impact of rural closures in Saskatchewan, Canada. This was sent to me today, and it's been updated several times. And there's more and more hospitals looking like they're not going to stay open for much longer. Okay. So here it is, huge step in the wrong direction. Unemployment claims soar. That's coming out of the United States of America. Unemployment claims remain high. Over 1.4 million American filed initial claims for unemployment benefits in the week ending of January 9th, including claims through the states and the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. So there it is right there. On the top, regular claims, 284,470 workers filed claims for pandemic unemployment assistance, about 100,000 more than in the prior week. So there it is. More and more people are being added to the list or added to having a tough time. Genworth Financial notifies workers about job cuts. So this is a insurance company, and Virginia-based insurance giant Genworth Financial has begun notifying some of its workers that their jobs are being cut after proposed merger with China-based investment firm was delayed. Hold on.
I love China. I love China.
I had to do that. I'm sorry. Spokesperson from Genworth confirmed on Wednesday that the company is starting to notify employees of job reductions, the Richmond Times-Dispatch reported. The company didn't say how many would be eliminated or when the job cuts will occur. So let me find a nice person. I like nice person. Let me find a nice person here. Oh, man, I can't find nice person. All right.
We don't beat China in trade.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Donald Trump.
All right, let's move on. Delivering cuts, FedEx to axe 6,300 staff in Europe. So more and more people are getting laid off as FedEx is laying off more people. FedEx plans to cut up to 6,300 jobs in Europe as the United States-based parcel delivery giant completes the process of combining its own operations with those of former Dutch rival it bought in 2016. And there it is. FedEx in Europe feeling the pinch. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is a good article. I want to read this one. Fleeing New Yorkers squeezing surrounding housing markets. So remember when Vancouver in 2017 put on the foreign buyer's tax, tail end of 2016 into 2017? They put on the foreign buyer's tax in Vancouver. Then foreign investors went to Toronto and destroyed that market. And then foreign investors went south to Seattle and completely destroyed Seattle's housing market. All the areas around Seattle almost doubled and tripled in price, pretty much within a span of a couple of quarters. Now you're seeing New Yorkers are getting, the cost of operating New York is phenomenal, right? So, and the empty towers, empty this. We covered this on a Trends in the Housing Market a few weeks ago. So she has been approved for a mortgage loan of $300,000 and had high hopes of an early 2020 of finding a house that could afford in his hometown of Stamford, Connecticut. And then Buddy goes and checks, and it actually, that doesn't buy him much anymore because everything is basically going through the roof. And that's what's happening for surrounding areas. Fleeing New Yorkers are going to cause a major issue in middle America. And fleeing Californians are also doing their number in middle America too. So you're going to see Texafornia, Arifornia, Arizafornia, Floridafornia. You're going to see a lot of fornias. So what was this? China plans online payment rules that may hit Ant Tencent. Long bonds are enthralling traders across the globe. So, I was kind of watching the whole thing, and today I kept a really close eye on the markets because of this. This is a big deal. Biden revokes Keystone XL permit in blow to Canada's oil sector. So Canada was working, let me just see if I could find that picture there of the Keystone pipeline. Basically, it's going to go through a good portion of America, create a lot of jobs, and basically doing a lot, doing good for Canada, basically, is what it is. So, so let's see if I could find those other articles here. Here it is. So here's the other one. Now, in response to that, after they canceled this, so everybody thought Trump was the bully, right? And
The United States of America.
Canada's going to get a crash course on how important. I have people tell me, Mike, I don't care what happens in America. I'm in Canada. We're an independent country. Well, God bless America. I mean, God bless you for thinking that. And now that the bully's out of the office, you're in a lot of trouble, Canada, because now our major oil sector is going to take another punch to the gut. So here it is. Biden revokes Keystone XL permit, blow to Canadian oil sector. The TC Energy stock closed 1.2% down at 55.92 in Toronto, while the benchmark of Canadian share index is up 0.3, killing 10,000 jobs and taking $2.2 billion in payroll out of workers' pockets. Again, this is private sector workers, not public. This is not public sector. This is a major issue because Alberta has cities like Edmonton and Calgary. I mean, they call it Deadmonton, and it's like suffering. And this pipeline was going to obviously create more jobs. It was going to create more. But Joe, oh yeah, what did Joe do? Like I can't believe he day one he scraps the XL pipeline.
You're fired.
And I'll tell you why. Because of the Green New Deal. He wants to go fully green. Oh, yeah. And I want to tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. And by the way, I'm not in a classroom. This is a detective's office here from the 1930s. Anyways, let me tell you what they're trying to plan to push in Canada. Well, this is what I've been hearing through the grapevine, and I've been speaking to some prominent people that know people on the inside, and they basically told me that flight or flying going forward, or they're going to try and make flying or taking a flight mandatory travel only. It's got to be for mandatory business. You can't just take a flight and say, I'm going to go to Chicago. Well, okay, you're not going to go to Chicago. I'm going to go to Miami for the weekend. Oh, I'm going to fly to Portugal. If it's not urgent, mandatory, or essential, you won't be able to fly anywhere anymore. And they're thinking of that, and they're thinking of passing this rule, from what I heard. So this is something that's hit me today, and it's going to be very, very interesting. So we got a bunch of people coming into the live chat here. We got Nitin Phillip in the house. We got Market Education in the house. And then we got Elvis Lives in the house. Gary Medeiros in the house. Belinda Lee Mercer in the house. We got, who else we got here? Lost Canuck in the house too, yeah. So people are joining us. Guys, notifications have not been going out to a lot of people. People have been missing the show. They've been emailing me, and they've been privately messaging me saying they missed Mike in the Night or something because they have not got their notification. So anyways, my thing for that is just go to the notifications tab and then unring the bell and re-ring the bell if you want to get notifications when we do go live. It's up to you guys. You don't have to, but yeah. So anyways, let's keep going here. Let's keep going here. Man, oh, here it is. I found nice guy.
People think I'm controversial, but the truth is, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. Then I'm looking for, I'm not a nice guy. You're not a nice person. Where's that one? Yeah, this is our old soundboard here that we play and keep the show rolling here. So there it is, Keystone Pipeline. So, and then now here's the response. Let's go to article scan here. Look at the response to this. Kenny calls on federal government to impose trade sanctions if Biden does not review the Keystone XL decision. You think Biden's going to review that? Woo! Well, that's what happens, and that's why Canadians need to, we shredded so many ballots, we wanted to make sure the right person won the election this time. Well, the right person did win the election this time. You're going to see how we're going to be paying for it going forward. Woo! Anyways, well, you got to pay, right?
We can't do anything right. Our military has to be strengthened. Our vets have to be taken care of. We have to end Obamacare, and we have to make our country great again, and I will do that.
Someone in the comments saying that Kenny's all talk. No, they're not gonna. They're not even gonna revisit this. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's go into some, we got the markets here. Let's go over the markets here in Australia because they are still opened. I don't know how Australia pulled this off, but here goes. 50,000 Australians back in jobs. Unemployment drops to 6.6%. It's another positive sign that Australia's economy is recovering. Wow. Wow, how did they do that with the flick of the switch? Did the virus mysteriously all of a sudden disappear after the inauguration speech? Did the inauguration speech have some sort of pesticide in it? Or some sort of fragrance that was sent around the world? Wow, this is so good. But I don't think this is going to work for Canada. I think Canada needs to get stricter lockdowns because they need to call an early election and then do mail-in ballots because of COVID. I think that's what they're going to have to do. They're not going to do. This is not going to work out. They're going to have to get mail-in ballots in Canada and call an early election, and that's what they need to do. So the Liberals can stay 4 more years in power. That's the most important key. A majority government this time. It's not going to be a partial. It's going to be majority. So Dex in Blue says Alberta is in trouble, not Canada as a whole. Right. Well, Canada as a whole will be in trouble because they're going to have to start bailing out the province of Alberta, right? So other provinces with different industries are going to have to, who's going to float, unless they just keep raising taxes, which they've been doing anyway. So raising property tax. All right, what's happening in the Australian markets are open for another 2 hours and 47 minutes. The All Ords are sitting at 7,097, up 46.40. The ASX 200 is up 45 points at 6,815. The Australian to US dollar is up right now at 70 cents to the dollar. Oil is at 53.28, up 4 cents. Oil's been mysteriously creeping upwards. Oil's been mysteriously creeping up slow and steady. Gold right now up $1.30, up 0.07%, sitting at 1,867. I did buy a bit of oil today, a bit of gold today. I have a feeling that you're going to see a small gold rally coming soon. I just feel it. I could feel it in the air. Hope is everywhere. Bitcoin right now is at 44,661 Australian dollars. It is down 474 since the open of the Australian markets. The Crypto 200 is down 6.09 at 694. And the New Zealand Exchange 50 is up 60 points, sitting at 13,086. The FTSE over in the UK is at 6,740, up 27.44. And the Dow Jones closed really strong today, up 257, up 0.83 points at 31,188. I honestly thought I wasn't going to live, I would not live long enough to see it hit 30. I remember when it hit 20, I said, oh man, would I live long enough to see it hit 30? I don't think so. I don't think there's enough companies. It has. Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
China.
Anyways. The DAX at 13,921, up 106 points. The Hang Seng right now in Hong Kong is down 24 points, sitting at 29,937. I thought we're going to see a 30,000 with that soon. The Nikkei 225 is at 28,740, up 217 points. So markets look like they're doing well. Unemployment is up. Homelessness is up. Violence is up. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, I could keep going with this for a couple hours, right? So 50,000 Australians back in jobs. Unemployment drops to 6.6%. An extra 50,000 people found employment. The number of full-time workers that entered the workforce in December was 35,700, while 14,300 newly employed Australians found part-time work. So let's move on. Stock market news, live updates. S&P, NASDAQ hit record highs amid Biden's inauguration day. So I sold my stock that I had like a few weeks ago when we did the show, 2 weeks ago. I had Tilray and I had Sundial. And I did really well with those. I sold Tilray at $20 yesterday. Got rid of all the pot stock because I just wanted to be in the clear for the inauguration. I didn't want to hold any stock during the inauguration, and that was a good move that I got rid of some of that stock. Now I picked up quite a bit of lithium ion because I think lithium ion is going to be the next future if they're going to go with this Green New Deal. Okay. Wetpad to be sold to South Korean internet giant Naver for $600 million US. So Toronto, one of Canada's most prominent technology darlings, is being sold to South Korea internet conglomerate in a $600 million US dollar deal. So there's going to be obviously a lot of mergers, acquisitions, and movements going on. Pandemic housing boom means affordability is no longer just big city problem. Well, again, we did a video about this. Durham region, for example, the average price of a single family home shot up 24%, $641,000. Guys, that's for a house like this, $641,000. So people watching this in the States, they'll be like, that's like 500,000 American. What are these people in Canada buying up there? This is just this thing right here. That's it. That's it right there. People are thinking, Mike, you know, these people buying these $1 million homes have all these swimming pools and this and have a butler. This is what they're buying for $1 million. So there it is right there. And I kind of want to throw that. A mortgage rate is now less than 1% available in Canada. We discussed that 1%, less than 1% mortgage rates. Is Canada going to see negative mortgage rates? I think New Zealand will be the first country. That's my opinion. What rising home prices means for Phoenix housing affordability. And again, increases in incomes were no match for rapidly increased home prices in the 100 largest U.S. housing markets. Analysts discussed the financial burden of mortgage payment in Metro Phoenix. So here it is right there. Right now, Middle America. So we're going to like New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, Alabama, Florida, North Carolina. We're talking that region there. You're going to see Amerifornia. Housing won't keep up with wages, and housing is going to keep going up like it did in Canada, and it's going to still keep going up. And I'm going to hold true to my word that I've said, and I'm not. People say, oh, Mike takes down videos when he's wrong. Nope. I have a lot of videos up here on my YouTube channel where I was dead wrong. I was dead wrong. Now, let me show you the video I was talking about. It's way down here. Now, it was a while back. The second I found out that, so this is the Amerifornia meaning. What does Amerifornia mean? I made a video explaining that. And where is it here? I did a prediction back here, and I'm sticking true to it because I'm not, right here. American housing to increase 40 to 100% in Middle America. Housing prices to double in 2021. So that I'm remaining true to that fact because that's exactly what's going to happen. America will become Amerifornia. And I mentioned it here, a Biden win. Now what major predictions? So you want to watch this older video here because it actually talks about now what's going to be ushered in going forward. Because I've seen it happen in Australia. I've seen it happen in New Zealand. I've seen it happen in the UK. I've seen it happen in Canada. And now, America, it's going to happen to you. And I'm really sorry that I'm the bringer of this disgustingly over-the-top, disgusting news, but it's going to happen. And I'm very, very, very sorry about that because I have a lot of friends that live in the south of the border, And I just don't want to see people suffer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get somebody on the show. Let me see if I can get the Lost Canuck like on the show. I just hope he's okay. I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while, and okay, Mario DeCetti's 2 months ago. Let me see if he picks up the phone, and let's see if he picks up his phone and talks to us. I think the Lost Canuck is still in the comments. If you guys can message him to turn on his Skype, I would like to speak to him because it's been a good while now since we've spoken. And I would just like to say hi and see what he's doing. And I would like to get his feedback on what happened with, in his opinion, what he feels about Donald Trump. And here he goes, the Lost Canuck. I'll try him one more time. Yeah. Yeah. His Skype looks like it's turned off. Oh man, so much going on. Mr. Roboto sees Mike fell for the trap. He thinks Trump is good. I don't know why he would comment that. So the Raven's saying if Trump was true to the image he created of himself, then he could have guaranteed to have cut Assange loose. So everybody is very mixed emotions here in the comment section. No, and then again, it's all about Trump. It goes back to Trump, right back in the face. But no one's looking at this, and no one's going to look at this because no one's going to look at the Keystone Pipeline deal on Joe Biden's first day of office. He hacked that because it's all about the good Green New Deal. Now he's going to join the Paris climate friggin' whatever it is, and they're going to join all that other garbage, and you're going to start to see things start falling apart again. And again, this time it's going to go full blast in America. It's going to go full blast. Housing is going to keep going up. Unemployment's going to skyrocket. Theft is going to skyrocket. B&Es are going to skyrocket. When you call the police, if someone broke into your house, the police are going to say they're forming an opinion. And that's how it's going to work. So, the Raven saying Trump was key to the globalists to getting to where they are. And then the Raven says again, Keystone means job security for me. Oh, AI is calling. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, bye?
You doing okay?
Yeah, I sold like you, got out of a few positions and got rebalanced into a couple other positions. So hopefully we'll be doing good for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got out of everything. Just the day before I sold my Tilray stock and my Sundial stocks. So 2 weeks ago, and you see how fast Tilray went up after I said to buy it.
Oh, yeah. I showed the screenshot. I had 5,000 shares on
Tilray. Here it is.
$12. And then
I picked up Tilray like 2 months ago. Yeah. I picked it up when it was at $9.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I picked it up at $9.04.
I told you the Green Deal. That's what the Green Deal is not only about just brand new hundreds, trillions of brand new hundreds, but that's green. And there's this pot is green. There's batteries that are green, but I'm really waiting on this executive order. I mean, I want to go back into Tilray. That's exactly what I'm waiting
on too. And you want to fire off a few tickers for us that we should look at? Remember, guys, we do not offer. Let me give the disclaimer up again. Just real quick here before you give us a disclaimer. We do not offer investment advice. We do not know anything, and we cannot read. This video should not be viewed by anyone ever. Okay, go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah, I'm just a figure of your imagination. So first would be my first idea I'm working on with this new rebalance is I'm going to do 10,000 shares of Ford.
Ford?
And yeah, I like them and GM.
Okay, hold on. It's nice and slow. Wait, Ford right now is up 8.3 points. 8.3%, sorry. It's up 84 cents. It's sitting at 1086. Let's look at the last 5 days. Oh yeah, it's been really trucking along here. So let's add this. I want to create a watch list for our show, so we could follow the watch list as we go every week, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that would be.
I have 3-4 watch lists. So I have mostly like the most active. Then I have the ones with the highest returns, and then any unusual sweep activity. Well, so you'll get like a large order. Somebody will buy leaps, so they'll buy. Say this is what I want to buy. I'm not buying the shares. I'm buying the leaps. I'll do 100 of the January 2022 contracts on the calls. So I'll buy at the money.
Right.
$12 strike price on 100 contracts. It will cost me about $750, but I have $60,000 buying power.
Right.
So for every dollar that it moves, I make 10 grand. So the contract would expire in a year. That's what makes it a leap. So the leaps are very efficient. This is where I've seen people take.
They're
like
very
20
risky
grand.
too.
Well, as long as you have time, the value on the leaps is really in the time valuation. So the biggest way to profit is to leverage your income, right? You get a house, you get a mortgage because you don't want to spend 500 grand in cash. You take a leveraged position. So for $750 risk to hold for a year, it's not really, it's a long-term picture. Most of the people who've done stuff like this and they do like 100 to 200 contracts on the leaps and they hold like NEO and it went from, 15 to like 45 or whatever, $50, right? So you buy in Ford at what's like around $12 and it goes to 50 or $40 and you got 10,000 shares, right? So that would be one scenario.
I have Ford right now on my buy tomorrow list. I'm going to be looking at it tomorrow. It's at 11.15 Canadian, people, so that's 10.86 American. Okay, give us another ticker.
So the whole sector, you have the chips. You have the Intel, the IBM. So those are going to be tomorrow. IBM reports in the morning, and you're going to see that, and you're going to see Intel after the close tomorrow. So tomorrow's a big day. You have a lot of technology companies.
Well,
so
IBM right now is up. What is it here? $1.06. And after the close, it's up 19 cents.
It's expected to move exponentially because of the fact that it hasn't moved in a while. So it's been in consolidation range phase for a long period of time. You could see.
Didn't they merge? Move. Didn't they not merge? But didn't they buy somebody out or buy something out last year?
Purchased a large company. I forgot which one.
Yeah,
so
they did.
I'm basing it off of that, and I'm thinking the added growth would be anywhere like $200 price range. Right now it's at like 135.
Yeah, it's $1.30 right now. 130.08.
Yeah, I only picked up 100 shares.
Okay.
And so I do like the chips and the General Motors also, and
General Motors is what, $50?
Yeah, it's around there. I haven't purchased it yet, but
55.86.
And
Ford's looking sweet
metals,
right now.
like
Ford is looking sweet at 10.86. I'm not going to lie to you.
It is. It
looks real sweet.
It's huge, hugely discounted. Anytime you see a company like this, or even just comparable with Kirkland, KIRK, That company was at like $1 last year, and now it's at like $24. I bought it today. I had like a small 100 shares on Kirk, but it's been up $3 or $4 at $20. It like moves 10% like Tilray did.
Oh, wow. Look at
So-
Kirkland. Wow. Yeah, I didn't get into Kirk. I got into Tilray, and then I got into the Sundial one. I'm watching that Sundial one, guys. I'm keeping my eye on the Sundial one because the Sundial stock did actually really. Let me find it here so you guys can see the ticker for the Sundial one. I'm watching it. It's down a cent today, but I sold it already. I sold everything before because Tilray went down $1 today, right? So
yeah, well, Tilray's probably there's probably buyers, consuming the stock. So before they're anticipating sometime. I mean, I would anytime sooner that he passes an executive order to remove the pot from the federal statute and make it like declassified as like basically just like another consumer good, right? So you have a commercial. It would be regulated by commercial code, right? You have the UCC, so it would be interstate and federal. Like you can send it to Hungary, like Austria or Canada. Obviously there would be a big thing, and then Tilray can work on that. Soda deal that they had worked on originally. That's what pushed the stock up to $300. They had wanted to do the CBD. I told you, I use the CBD. I put it in my soda. So I buy sparkling soda, and it gives you calm. So they were going to come up with a brand. That was the whole thing behind Tilray. But the fact that Tilray is merging with Afria.
That's right, Afria, whatever the AFR. Yeah, I know what APH or whatever. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they're not in as much risk because the only reason why those companies went down was because of the antitrust, and the last president attacked them through William Barr. So it wasn't like publicly known, but when they tried to say that there was an antitrust issues, that was targeted like headhunting. Those type of companies because they only wanted the CBD and not the mixed flour, because those companies have flour as well. They don't just sell CBD, as a main product. So they didn't want those companies. They only wanted, CBD. That's why they passed the farm bill. It was for the flour from the hemp, not this. So now, as long as it's regulated, we have. It's a big thing, especially for somebody like me that I'm a true believer that companies like GWPH, I don't know the price of that, but that will also benefit because they have the epilepsy medication, but it's a CBD patent. So also these companies can start building up patents.
Yeah, this pharmaceuticals, they're $136 though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, it'll move on a bigger price range. So when it moves, it'll go up like $10. Comparable, Tilray moves like $1, $2 here. And
so the other ticker I was talking about was Sundial Growers, SNDL. That one was a good one. I picked that one up in like mid-December for about 43, 44 cents. And I ended up letting it go yesterday before the inauguration. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen with that. So I was worried about that. And lithium ion is a good one to keep your eye on for the future because especially with Joe canceling the XL Keystone pipeline, it's basically going to lay off a ton of Canadians it's going to screw over Alberta, basically. It's what it's going to do. So that's so this one here, I think Ford, I might pick up some Ford tomorrow. Ford looks like it's got a lot of, let me see what let's see what they're doing here. I'm just looking it over here. Too bad we didn't get the Tesla like 3 years ago, eh?
Right, I know. I'm actually in 100 shares right now on that, but it's so hard if you have to take profits, and then that's why people get FOMO on it, because if you take profits too early on it, there's a chance that a big buyer will come in and buy a couple million shares of a company that's at 850. So it's like a.
You know what the thing is? This is what the thing is with this is that we're supposed to be in a recession or a depression. How many people realistically are going to buy cars? And we got to look at that too, right? IBM.
The market, I'm thinking it's just going to be, like I said, the Green Deal is the green new money. You know, we're going to have new hundreds, and what that will do is it'll just add appreciation to every asset. That's why I'm buying silver and gold too. Like I said, the expansion will happen in every asset.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the thing is like, you know, a lot of people will speculate about why we're putting so much money in. Eventually the markets will come into reality. People will become aware and more conscious of what happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who manipulated the system to, you know, like you see all the pardons, all those pardons, some of those people who were pardoned, I worked with in the past, and they weren't good people. And they got their sentence commuted, and well, they didn't really get pardoned. They got commuted. They were in trouble with the banks, and he let them go. But those are the type of people that were writing bad notes. You know, they were getting swindling attorneys to close deals at closing tables that were never supposed to go on paper. And we had to figure that out for ourselves. That for some reason, that people that we pay to find out were being schmoozed by rich billionaires that were taking money. So we, as a whole, the whole scheme was to get rid of these people who were swindling the rich. You know, the Bernie Madoffs. I mean, he was almost, his attorney is in prison, and he was almost pardoned, or was pardoned. I think that was one of the pardons, was Bernie Madoff's lawyer, because he was involved. Because they were all writing bad paper, you know, and it was not good for eventually that has caused a ripple effect, and that's why we have to go to the money printer, because eventually the money, instead of following the money, the money is there to create its own security, right? So we can spend more money to find things out, and eventually, just over expansion and new technology, we'll be able to grow exponentially. The only way to find certain things out, because politicians are all you know, dirty, so they're all getting paid, or political advantages. People have a job, they work for the SEC, they don't want to, you know, they're getting these rich men that, like, oh, we got all this money, and then they look the other way. So that was the main reason a lot of things was, you know, there's tons of still happening like that, because people have so much money, and people tend to just turn a blind eye. They don't want to say, oh, this Rothschild person has all this money. They didn't do nothing wrong. But at the end of the day, it's the ones that have that influence over people that have created this problem. We'll just have to get new money and get rid of those people. And then the system gets cleaned out. You know, so all these companies, like I said in the past, like they're rock solid. Ford, if you're gonna get into a sector, don't buy. I play Tesla because I guess it's the new thing to do. But I would go with these lower priced potential EV companies. Ford definitely is. You know, they got
that is not bad. They have a
you
market
know.
cap of 43 billion bucks, right? So, I mean, 1086. I'm kind of seeing this through a different angle here. Doesn't seem much for a company that big.
And yeah, no, I'm going to try to stick with that. I feel more comfortable. It's American made, and it's not like it's a Neo or whatever, Xpeng or whatever these other companies that are trying to pop out. Because a hot sector, again, everybody's going to rush into it. Everybody's going to have, you know, it's just like your business. You know, you want to limit the competition. You don't want to get over rushed with people in the same area. So this just how it is. You know, they have, you know, a great company set up. They're not going anywhere. Very rock solid, and they their prices should be at least 30, 40 bucks, and they move into this whole sector where that industry is going to be gaining the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that, and I like silver and gold, and I'm just going to stick with that. I think
I picked up a few gold miners this morning. I saw them going up a bit. I see gold right now in the charts. Where's gold sitting at? I just read it off. I mean, gold is still. I mean, they are manipulating gold prices. Gold is at 1,000. A gold company that I buy and sell very regularly. I don't know if I told you this. Is New Gold.
Okay.
There's lots. New Gold Inc. That one has a lot of it's $1.98. That's on the NYSE, and it's also trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange. I picked up some New Gold today, and I always find the fluctuations on this is just crazy. I like to buy and sell in swings, so I think I'm gonna see a little bit of an uptick on this stock. I see it going to 235 US for a sell. It's at 198 now. I could see myself selling this at 235 American. I tried 260 last time and I got through. It almost hit that last time I tried.
The symbols on that, is it NGO or
NGD?
NGD, okay.
Yeah, New Gold. You look at the fluctuation on this. There's a lot of liquidity. It's only a $1.3 billion market cap, but you know what? It moves. It moves. I've bought and sold this stock, I think, close to maybe 45 to 60 times now in the last 9 months. So a good one for
nice.
A good one for
Hopefully you got a free commission account. You guys.
I pay $10 a trade. I don't care, dude. I don't care.
Really? Yeah.
I don't care. $10 a trade. Who cares, man? When you're moving that much money around, who cares? So
you get good prices. Hopefully, because sometimes I send in an order. That's what the one thing everybody wants is just get good reasonable prices.
Right.
On the executions.
$10 is $7.50 US. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. And
yeah.
I'm
definitely.
I'm not crying over that. Who cares? It's about making the big swings and making. It's not about crying over the $7. If it's going to cost me $7 to make $1 million, who cares?
Exactly. Yeah.
Forget about it.
Exactly. Yeah. I just want to thank you because I was always eyeing the other stocks that were doing well, and some of the other people. Oh, I don't want to, they stick in one stock, one SPAC or whatever, and then they don't want to get out of it. And I'm like, yo, guess what? We got this hot Tilray. It was at like $11, and then
I hope you bought in when I told.
like
Yeah, you did. You sent me a screenshot.
Yeah.
I'm happy you did well on that. A Tilray. I've had Tilray since last year. I had it since November of last year. Tilray. Right.
Yeah, and we over the next month or something, we get it to $100. We'll be able to sit nice.
Well, Tilray was down today. I sold my Tilray ahead of before the inauguration. So let's look at Tilray here.
Yeah. Well, you notice like when it started moving, this is how it moves. When it moves, it starts moving. That's what I mean. The $100 is coming because as soon as they say it's legal in America, that's open borders.
There it is, $1.30. It dropped $1.30 today. So I sold it at $20.03. I think I did yesterday.
Yep. Yeah. So did
$20.03. I think. Yeah, it hit a high yesterday of 209. So.
Yeah. So it just you'll start seeing when it starts making that momentum again. You'll start seeing it when because it'll start moving. It was like 20-30% for a couple of days in a row.
It was.
I didn't call you last week, but it was crazy. It was going, and what I was doing is I kept taking like chunks and like selling out and then selling back in, and then I would exit and then I would re-enter, and it was just like, oh, it keeps going. I was like, oh. But I really wanted to get up to 100 plus. It'll get there.
It will. This stock will get there. Again, they have a market cap of $2.97 billion. And a lot of it, they got a little bit of issues paying down some of their debt from what I looked at in their historical data. But they're okay. Their financials look okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not. I know. It's definitely going to be good, like when it keeps riding up. But, Tilray was my biggest winner I have ever had on any play ever. It was 100,000% on the 300 to 150. If you look at the chart, when it went to 300, it went to 150 inside a couple of minutes, and I had the puts. So I had the puts at like 150. So it went in the money or around the money.
Yeah.
On those puts, it went from $50. It went to 90 grand. So these kind of stocks, make America volatile again. With pot, please.
Yeah. Watch the VIX. Watch the VIX.
And then,
watch the VIX.
Well, I mean, if pot's volatile, we're just looking for it to go straight up. So if that happens, then obviously it'll go down, but not, this time it'll have more stable because there'll be a reason for the sales to come in because of the legal. So they'll be able to go to, the whole thing was like, if it's legal, obviously Coca-Cola would do it, Pepsi, then you have Costco, Target. If they start selling CBD. No,
it's not Target, it's Target.
Target.
Yeah, Target.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
And these are gonna be important. So hopefully we make it.
Remember the other one I told you, Sundial?
Mm-hmm.
The Sundial. Where the hell did I put that?
SNDL.
Yeah, please look at SNDL. That stock is severely undervalued, It's at 60 cents right now. It's severely undervalued, 60 some odd cents. So please keep an eye on that one because that one I could see going up to $1.30 very fast.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. The whole sector will move together. So that's how they work. That's like the same idea with Ford. We all move together. We all we don't. Don't complain when we have more green in our pocket because there's more green out there. Just grab it.
Yeah,
that's
don't freak out. Forget about it.
Pull the money from the tree, and start spreading out the CBD everywhere. So money grows on trees, so let's make it happen. All right,
all right. When you get off,
we'll make it happen.
Keep watching the show. When you get off, I'm gonna talk about two stocks that I've been looking at real closely in the mind medicine, euphoric mushrooms. Okay.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk soon.
I'll talk to you about those next time then.
God bless you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. That is a former Wall Street worker who worked for Goldman Sachs on the show. He's got his own channel, by the way. You'll see him here in the comments. Okay, guys, there's some mind medicine I've been buying lately that does really well. SPOR. This is one I've been buying. Spore, where are you? Spore, why isn't it coming up? SPOR.cn. There it is. New Wave Holdings. Guys, this is one I've been buying and selling on and off. I'm holding this one right now. It's called New Wave Holdings Spore. And it is basically like shrooms, acid, kind of like that. And this company is basically in its early stages. And another one that I have is, let me see if I have it here. Is it Mind? Mind Medicine, right? Mind. Is it Mind? Mind Medicine, right here. This is a pink sheet one. Mind Medicine, this is one that I have. It's up 24 cents today. This one I have, I think I bought it way back in December of... way back early December. I think I picked it up around the dip here, around 275, 280. And it's a good stock. I'm not selling it. It's Mind Medicine. And Mind Medicine announces the start of the first ever clinical trial of combining MDMA and LSD. Yeah! I don't even know what MDMA is. And I know LSD is like psychotropic drugs. But yeah. So this is all in its early stages. And... these are the stocks that I'm in. These are some of them that I've held. I didn't sell them before the inauguration because I knew this was going to have nothing to do with the inauguration here. And we got Lord Humongous. Hold on, let's jump back here to housing. I forgot to cover Canada. I'm sorry. Bank of Canada sees real estate softening gradually. That means they're having trouble getting rich investors in. When Canada says that they're seeing real estate softening, it means they can't get Chinese people in to buy the housing. Ontario most popular real estate market is now rural. People leaving and fleeing. I did an independent video on this on the channel. People are fleeing the major cities and heading to rural areas and jacking up the prices there. And Vancouver residents were moving to rural BC and Abbotsford before the pandemic. That's correct. So when they make up these articles, like in the mainstream media, like, oh, everyone's moving out of Vancouver. No, you type in whites and Aboriginals leaving Vancouver. You type in that. And here it is. This is from 2018. Way before the Aboriginals and whites leaving Metro Vancouver. Tens of thousands of people. And this is 2016 numbers here. This is 2016 numbers, 9,345 whites and 460 Indigenous people. The people that basically were born and raised in that city are gone. I wasn't born and raised in Vancouver. I lived in Vancouver. I had a business in Vancouver. I did well in Vancouver, and I just goodbye. Moved out to the small town. So they're trying to make it seem that residents are moving into rural BC now because of the pandemic. That's bull. People were moving into the rural areas way before that. So Canadian real estate markets are low on inventory as pandemic slows new listings. So again, you're going to have a supply and demand issue because there's less and less houses being put up on the market. Okay, Nitin is saying MSMA is an arsenic-based herbicide. So that's what that other stock I have there, Mind Medicine. I mean, I think I'm going to hold on to a few of these for a while. See where they go from there. I think I'm going to pick up some Ford tomorrow. I did do really well on Tilray, so I think I'm going to pick up a bit of Ford. Hopefully Ford doesn't drop like a rock, like sometimes it does. But you know what? I mean, they got that. Let's go back to the Ford stock here. 1086 right now. After hours, it's up 29 cents. It's 11.15. I mean, I think Ford has the potential, like Buddy was saying. It's got a market cap of $43.2 billion. And I don't know. And look at the 52-week range. $3.96, the lowest it hit in the last year, in the last 52 weeks. So that's a good, nice stretch. Is it going to correct? I don't know. Or is it just going to keep going up? We'll find out. Well, you'll find out from me if I do buy it. That's for sure. What else? Mind Medicine. General Motors is a little pricey for me. They have a market cap of $79 billion. A little pricey for me right now. Kirkland, still kind of within range, depending on where the marijuana sector goes. Sundial Growers, this is my big one here. This is my big boy. At 68 cents, I sold it again before the inauguration. I kind of, I sold it back here. Oh, this is 6 months. Let's go to the 5 days. I sold it back here for about 70 odd-ish cents. And what else is going on?
But we don't know.
Enda is saying, wouldn't touch Ford. I'd be going with Japanese Motor Company. Does anyone know the ticker for Japanese Motor Company? Japanese Yen, Jam Holding, Japan Motors. Anyone know the ticker? Elvis Live I saw a man on YouTube dressed as a woman. Oh, I'm not going to go into that. Sorry, man. It goes into yeah, man. Okay, who else is here, guys? Come on, man. We got 100 people in the chat. Give me some tickers. Come on. Mikey needs some tickers. Let's spotlight some tickers. Kirkland's not marijuana. Wait. I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else. Kirkland. What does Kirkland do again? I know the name. I think I've even carried this stock. I've even had this stock. Mike LOL. Aferia is okay. Aferia is okay. But again, just APHA. I know Aferia. I did hold this stock quite a few times. Here it is on the Toronto Stock Exchange. 16.50. It's down 79 cents. Tilray's down almost the same amount. But Etheria right now, I don't know, because Canada's this is the I think it's out of Canada, if I'm corrected, if I stand corrected. I had this stock and they were laying off people. I kind of got scared a bit with this stock, but it did do really well. Holy crap! Look at that. It did take off quite a bit here, just after December 2020. Yeah, I'm not going to doubt that either. Kirkland retail chain. Okay, I knew that name from somewhere. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Kirkland something else. Never mind. It was Kirkland Lake Gold Lot. This one. This guy right here. This is what I was thinking. Originally, yeah, it was Kirkland Lake Gold. I remember this stock way back when it was around the $15 mark. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry, guys. I'm just so much going through my mind, especially with that Keystone deal getting axed. And a lot of Canadians are going to lose their jobs. And oil is still, again, let's see. Let's go to the Australian markets. Let's go Yahoo, Australia. Where is Australia? See what gold is. All right, let's refresh this one here. Let's see where gold is at. Oil's the same, still at 53.28. Gold's up $1.80 still. Yeah, Australian markets, nothing happening right now overseas, but it's up $1.70. Gold price predictions: prices rise in tight range as momentum turns positive. Why Endeavor silver stock? Oh yeah, you know what? I used to have Endeavor. Is it Endeavor Silver? What's the ticker for it? Endeavor. That's right, Endeavor Silver. That was one that I've bought many times. Okay, what the hell is the ticker for that? Here it is. It's EDV, or is it EDR or E? Sorry, guys, I don't know my stock tickers by heart. Here it is, EDR. There's Endeavor Silver. Yeah. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one I had, and I sold it at 3 something. Yeah, I picked it up. I remember. No, that was Yukon Silver. That was Yukon. There's so many silver, like it's so many. Endeavor Silver. I bought it way back in its heyday, like way back in the time. Way back. I picked it up way back in its time. It was one. This is Endeavor was a big one I used to buy and sell all the time. But that was until Mind Medicine and all kinds of crypto, digi-crypts and all kinds of crap started coming out. First Majestic. First Majestic. There it is. Up $1.25. So let's look at the last 5 days. Wow, look at First Majestic Silver, man. Holy smokes, man. Man, I wish I knew. I would have picked some up on Tuesday. Holy crap. Holy, that's why we got to keep this show going, man. We got to, you know what I'm saying? Should I sell Suncor? Let's look at Suncor. I haven't had Suncor in a while. That's on the NYSE. Let's go to Suncor. Well, I don't know, man. It's up to you. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. And Suncor on the Toronto Stock Exchange is at 23.04. It's still a very undervalued stock, realistically. Like, if you look at the last year before COVID, it was trading at $42. Okay, so I mean, it's still a severely undervalued stock with a market cap of $35 billion, right? It depends what you bought it at, right? And what's the dividend? 3.65 is the dividend yield. That's not enough. That doesn't even hedge against inflation. 3.65. But what's IPL? Let me just check IPL right now and see what IPL dividend payment is. 3.56. IPL used to pay 7%. And there is IPL there if you go to the last 5 days, and they're taking a big kick in the pants today with that that pipeline, Keystone pipeline cancellation by Joe Biden today. Yep. We got the Ravens saying silver will double this year. I don't doubt that one bit. I don't doubt that one bit. There it is. Silver. $25. So you could see silver. I could see silver going up to $45-50 before the year end. Gold should be sitting at, it has to be sitting at about $2,600, $3,000. Shouldn't be only at $1,900. It's almost like we're in this paradigm nightmare, a financial fog. That's like, why is gold so low? Well, because they keep manipulating it. You know what I'm saying? And why did Biden cancel that? Well, if you're just a sporto, if you're just joining us, Biden canceled the Green New Deal because of the Green New Deal. Biden takes sweeping day one action in energy, climate, and immigration. So they opened up immigration to I don't know who, a bunch of countries. And climate, they axed the Keystone pipeline. And energy, I don't know. But let's look at some lithium ion. Lithium. There's one in Australia that's really good on the ASX. This one here, I know this one's not a bad stock. I know it's only at 17 cents right now, but let's look at the last 6 months. Yeah, look at it here. See, this stock I know is a good one. This lithium ion stock. I think lithium ion is going to be a big deal going forward. And yeah, I mean, look at it here. I mean, in the last, like, it's steady. No one cares, and then boom. Okay, so let's get off of the Australian one here. Let's go back to Canada. Let's look at some lithium. Lithium Americas, was that at $3 or $22? No, I was wrong. It's up. It's slightly up right now, but that's a little bit too rich for my blood because of the volatility is very small in these stocks. I like to keep stocks nice and cheap. I buy from the NASDAQ, the NYSE. I buy from everywhere. So, Piedmont Lithium Limited, PLL. That's too expensive for me, man. It's up $2 after close, but still. Let's see if there's anything else. Lithium Americans. Wow, these are so expensive, man. Lithium Neo. I think I got this one. I got this stock. I think I have. Let me check. I'll tell you what stock I have here for lithium ion. I already have one, but I want to buy another 2 more. There's one lithium. It should be under my energy here. Let me just figure. Airlines, oil and energy. Just see if I could find it. There's one that's really good that I strongly recommend. It's a company. The financials don't look too bad. Now this one doesn't look too bad. Let's look at the last 5 days. I don't know, man. It's got a market cap of 445 million. There's a bit of money in it, but let's look at the 52, 38. Yeah, well, yeah, it's moved. Look at the last year. Lithium ion was the thing to be in last year. Everything just kind of exploded. So I'm going to add this one to my watch list for tomorrow. Just adding it right now. Guys, what do you guys think, man? I mean, we should have got Tesla, man. We should have had this show. NLC.V. It's definitely one I'm going to keep my eye on for the next little while. Again, the only problem is has it reached its peak? Are they bluffing with this Green New Deal? Are they going to just continue doing their crap? Like, that's the question. What are they, like, it's really hard to read the minds of these politicians. So there it is, the last year. Lithium ion was the thing to buy. So if you bought the weight of gold, 1 ounce of, like, say, 1 ounce of gold, let's say you picked this up at 45 cents. Holy crap, look how much money you could make. So that's why physical gold, you got to be careful with how much physical gold you have and how much physical silver you own. Because if you bought your 1 ounce weight of gold of 46 cents here, and gold's what, 1900 US, or let's say back in early June was what, 1800 gold was at? 16, maybe 1900. If you bought that weight in gold in that much stock at 46 cents and it's at 349, that's a lot of cake to digest, if you know what I'm trying to say. And that's when I look at physical gold, I look at that and I look at the potential buying power in the markets too, right? Okay, they suppress gold in an attempt to maintain our confidence in the dollar. Without confidence, the American government is finished. That's correct. The Raven is very, very correct on that. 100%. Let's see who else we got here. We don't got nobody. Everyone's Skype is turned off. Nobody cares. If anybody wants to come on, let me know. I'm just trying to see who's got their Skype on right now. Remember, guys, we do not give financial advice. I cannot read, and this video should not be viewed by anyone ever. Don't forget that. So there it is, Neon Lithium Corp, NLC.V. I'm going to keep my eye on this one because, I mean, that's the way we're headed, man. If everyone's jumping off the oil bandwagon, and it's under a strong buy here, right here. They have it as a strong buy. So recommendation rating, a strong buy right there. So it's definitely one I'm going to be looking at tomorrow. Nobody panic here. I can't have people panicking on the show, right? Nobody panic. Yeah, I know. I tried calling Mario. He's not. Low roller scratcher. Yes, I sold all my crypto stock a week and a half ago. All my crypto, DigiCrypts, Hut, mining. What was that? Bit farmers. I got rid of that's all gone. Gone, like a week and a half ago. Gone. So it looks like Lord Humongous is jumping into oil. So, okay. Yeah, I was in Hut mining like for a while. Hut, right here. Hut Mining Corp, right here. Oh, there's Ralphie. Yo, Ralphie, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Mikey, I'm just giving you some love, man. I care about your show, so I thought I'd call in.
No, I didn't mean like nobody cares. I mean, it's just that, it's just, you know what I mean. So what are you up to, buddy? How you doing? You look good.
Oh, thanks, man. Like, just working away. But, you know, I know you like your stock exchange and that, but just remember, it's just all glorified gambling, eh?
Well, yeah, but but the thing is, Ralphie, I think it's considered cheating on the house if you know if you know their hand.
Yes, but also you've got bots that are now trading. So
I trade. You know what? Listen to this, Ralphie. Like today, I opened my store. I was a bit early before I opened. I traded 2 stocks. Customer walks in, helps a customer. I open the store, help a customer out, go back down, make a YouTube video for you guys, go back on. Oh, this stock looks okay. And I bought a little bit more of that stock. And then I sold another stock that went up in that last hour. So, I mean, the bots are going to be there. But if you're visually viewing it every hour or so, you could do okay. It doesn't take much, but you have to know the other person's hand.
I admire you, man, because you do look at the stock market regularly. You see the dips, you see the flows and everything. But for me, I mean, with investment, I see it as a muscle. So it's a long exercise for me. I'm for the long haul. Dollar cost averaging is the best strategy for me. Your previous caller was talking about using leverage as investments, and I thought that was a very risky sort of behavior.
Remember, nobody should watch this video ever.
Oh,
That's
no,
our disclaimer.
No, we can't even read.
Yeah, I can't even read. You messaged me the other day, hey, Mike, you got disclaimer spelled wrong in your thing. That's great. Just in the court of law, we'll say, look, I can't even read.
Was that done on purpose, though, Mike? Just add a bit of humor?
I probably, you know what it could be? You know what it could be, Ralphie, sometimes? And I have this happen a few times, and I'm not blaming, okay, I'll blame myself if I can't read, that's fine. But sometimes a spell check gives you 3 different options, and you're not sure which one is right.
Just spell disclaimer with 3 E's, and then we're even.
Really?
What's going on in what's going on in America today? Isn't it? Don't we have a new leader?
Yeah, we covered that at the beginning of the show with that the great leader with the empty inauguration in Washington. Really shocked that nobody showed up for the inauguration of the great leader. But anyways, I don't know if you know this because you're in New Zealand, but he first, with a stroke of a pen, first thing he did was destroy the XL Keystone pipeline that basically employed a ton of Canadians and it was going to help Alberta's economy. And with the stroke of a pen, he got rid of it. And Donald Trump worked hard with the Canadian workers and Canadian leaders to get this going because it's gonna be great. And now it's gone.
Well, with him on the helm, they're back on track, aren't they? At least Trump. I'm not saying he was an old savior. At least he had some resistance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Biden got in there and opened. I think he opened immigration back from Pakistan or something, and a couple other things he did today. And what was the other thing he did today for the new Green New Deal? They're looking at. Oh, and they're also looking at going after the NRA.
Yeah, no, it's going to get crazy. Just watch. But yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about the stock market. What do you think we should just pull out all our US 500 ETFs with Biden on the helm?
Well, no. What I did was the day before inauguration, I sold everything, except a few mind medicine and a couple of euphoric type like LSD drugs that are in experimental stage. But I pulled out mostly everything the day before, and I'm kind of happy I did because a couple of those stocks did go down. But now I bought a little bit of lithium ion today, and I bought a little bit of lithium ion yesterday because I knew something was going to happen with this Green New Deal. So lithium.
How heavy are you with How heavy are you in your single stocks compared to ETFs?
I don't have ETFs. I don't buy ETFs. I don't.
None. You just
Zero.
buy single stocks.
Single stocks. I pick my own stocks.
Right.
Especially when you know your opponent's hand. It's a win-win, especially right now with Biden as president. You'll always see your opponent's hand the whole time because you know what's coming down the road. You know this. You've been watching this channel for years. You should know. Tell Americans what's going to happen to their housing if it follows in suit with New Zealand. See,
but here was Mike. Did you see my comment on the comment section there, Mikey? It's all of this is a game. Housing, economies, ETFs, stock markets, investments. We're just a bunch of monkeys trading sticks and stones.
That's exactly what we're doing.
And seeing value in, this 2 sticks are better than 1 stone, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But no, in terms of housing, at least you can live in a house.
Right.
At least it's got some form of actual tangible value.
Tangible value, yeah. Like tangible physical gold, tangible physical silver, and tangible
gold.
Invisible Bitcoin.
Oh, don't even get me started on Bitcoin. I have a bit of Bitcoin. I'm just using it as a small savings buffer because Bitcoin can earn you about 4% if you've got the right exchange compared to a traditional, bank.
Bank gives you 0.03%. So if you put $1 million into a bank account in New Zealand, you will make $1,900 a year.
But see, it's all a numbers game. It's all about what is your monthly payback that you can pay back. That's all it is. Because if interest rates go down, then house prices go up. If interest rates go up, then house prices go down. So it's all about the bankers wanting how much interest you can pay a month,
Or how much you could leverage without, how much more you could leverage to gamble in the markets.
See, I would never leverage to invest though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't blame you, Ralphie. I don't blame you with that. It is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It is very dangerous. And
I'm still listening, but one of the best books I've read was Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. I think before anyone should invest, they should look into the Baby Steps program. Investment is baby step 4. So make sure you're out of, you've got an emergency fund. Make sure you're out of consumer debt, credit card debt.
Yeah, consumer debt's a big one.
Invest.
If you're in consumer debt, you should not be playing in the markets.
Yeah, and then as soon as you get to the investment level, it's just a game. But it's at least it's better than playing lotto, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But no, have fun picking stocks and seeing what tickers are good. I do enjoy the stock market because it is the element of a game factor. Mm-hmm. But I just wouldn't go all in. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not telling anyone to go all in, and no one take my advice because I can't read.
Disclaimer is with the DIS.
I know. What did I put? DES?
I think but just make it DEEES, and then we'll be even.
Okay, disclaimer.
Now, love your show, Mike. I just thought I'd give you a quick call and show you some love. But,
I appreciate it. Are you at work right now?
Yeah, I'm always working. I've got a number of hustles, but I'm always working. You have to. I've got $1 million house.
I know, but people in America don't think it's $1 million house like Shaquille O'Neal's home.
Well, remember, it's not my house. It's actually the bank's.
The bank's. I'm being sarcastic when I say that because when people in the States think $1 million house, they think, holy crap, this guy's got 2 pools? Holy smokes.
So what's going to happen with housing, though, with Biden?
Well, housing is going to skyrocket in middle America. You're going to see people mass exodusing New York, California, Oregon, and Washington State, New York, and Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania. People are going to be moving into middle America. Housing in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida, and North and South Carolina are going to actually skyrocket, and Georgia.
Do you know what's happening in New Zealand in terms of housing?
I checked. Congratulations before I go anywhere. Before I go any further, New Zealand, your great leader, Jacinta Ardern, told people that New Zealand is 100% virus-free now. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. I mean, thanks to her, though, right?
Yeah, if it wasn't for her, you guys wouldn't be virus-free. But yeah, New Zealand is 100% virus-free. How does that make you feel, Ralphie?
I won't lie. New Zealand feels as normal as it can be. Pre-COVID, the only thing obviously is the borders are still closed.
Ooh.
But I won't lie. I mean, it does feel relatively normal. But yeah, I mean, that's just New Zealand for you. I don't know. I'm still wary about this whole playbook that's being unfolded again. Unfolded. I just feel like it's all a bit pre-planned. It's like when 9/11 happened. Mm-hmm. What's that? Those laws that came into the America, that increased surveillance, the Patriot Act. New Zealand introduced 2 main acts in 2020, the mm-hmm. COVID Act, and they also revised the Privacy Act.
Right.
I just think that whenever that happens, like you say, knowing the other person's hand, it's almost like a precursor for what's going to happen in 10 years. So mm-hmm. anything that's labeled as an act, like, for example, Privacy Act, I see it as an anti-privacy against your privacy.
Yes, anything that's in favor, like the Patriot Act, that actually when it gets
patriotic.
Yeah, it goes against the thing. Or like the New World Order, not the law of the jungle, but a new world with possibilities and opportunities. And every country hearing that thinks, wow, I want to be part of that too, But yeah. Realistically, do you really want to be part of the New World Order?
Well, at least we've got our finger in the pulse here on the Mike Show. So
Commonwealth for common folks.
Keep the conversation going. Going to show you some quick love, but I better get back to work. And,
okay.
Love your show.
Get back to work. Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
Bye.
That is Ralphie. He does the intro for Mike in the Night, and if he wants to make an intro for Commonwealth for common folks, there is no music in this video. Share this with the people for 2 minutes long. Yeah, I can't show another YouTube video, guys. I cannot show another YouTube video because I showed a YouTube video on Mike in the Night, and they actually wanted to like kick my butt. Okay, so here it is, guys. Let's go over this real quick, okay? So I was on Hunt Mining. Let's go to Hunt Mining here. I was on Hunt Mining. That did really well for me, and I got rid of that. And then it was Bit Farmers, right? Bit Farmers. Here it is, Bit Farmers. I had Bit Farmers, and this one did really well for me. I sold around almost the $4 mark, and it's like all these Bit ones, these like Bit crypto stocks, they're all gone. Bit Farmers, what was it? Hut. There was another one that I had. Oh, Code. I still have Code. Okay, Code. Is this it? Yeah, Code. I still have Code. I'm still holding on to Code. Code is a coin-based ventures company that's basically creating their own crypto. They're making their own crypto, and apparently in the algorithm, they've fixed a few algorithmic problems that, what's that other one? It's Ethereum had. So basically, code-based ventures Code is one I'm in right now. It's down 13.8. It's down like 5 cents, but that's okay. I picked it up pretty cheap a whiles back here. I think I picked it up at 18 or 20 cents. So it's still going up. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Code announces $2.5 million agreement to enter Bit mining space. Codebase announces warranted extension on stock option grant. Codebase Ventures Inc. Closes non-brokered private placement. So there's an American company now involved with this, and again, it's their own type of cryptocurrency they're making from scratch, and I don't know. It's probably the riskiest thing I'm in right now. So we got Belinda Lee Mercer saying, tickers are not my thing. I'm out. Good night. Good night. It's me is saying housing stocks should do well. Well, again, a lot of these countries are that's why it got boring just talking. We talk about housing. We talked about housing in the show, but it got boring talking about housing because it's the same thing over and over. Exporting homes to China. That's all they do. There's no economy. Economy is based off of housing. Is old news, right? And it keeps getting older. There's no crash in sight, and that's what's happening. So there it is, right there. They're claiming that affordability is not just a big city problem. That's another lie. Affordability has been in surrounding areas out of reach for a lot of people, right? The people that live here in this city that I moved to are having a tough time because rents are going up and the cost of housing is skyrocketing. I paid $260 for my house. I got my notice of assessment. Where did I put that? I got my notice of assessment. It says my house is worth like $480. Where's my notice of assessment? So, I mean, like, it's crazy. And I kept telling people, get the hell out of the city. Get out of the city. And we're going to get middle America. What rising home prices means for Phoenix housing affordability. So there it is right there. Middle America is going to see what Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK have been doing. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen in middle America. Exactly what I'm telling you guys, financially. And there's going to be a lot of people with a lot of problems. Maybe it's time to close down fulfillment centers and stop the spread of the virus, Brampton Mayor says. Fulfillment centers. Oh, God. Why? Really? Wow. So now they're saying that this is no longer essential. That's from Layla. Layla sent me that. South Korea's Duma launches Bitcoin Fear and Greed Indexed Guide to Traders. Uh-oh. Different levels of sentiment for extreme fear to extreme greed, according to the Korean Herald's report on Tuesday. So this updated every 5 minutes index uses data on market volatility along with the trading price and transaction volume. Fear and greed indices are said to be able to help traders better decide when the market is acting emotionally on way or the other. For example, extreme greed indicates that the market is over-optimistic, while extreme fear means it's over-cautious. It's called the VIX. V-I-X. I mean, if you follow the VIX, I follow VIX in gold. So if you see the VIX, Volatility Index, this tells you right here. Basically, that gives you that gives me that indication where it's going. You know what I'm saying? If VIX goes up, gold. Usually, when VIX goes up, gold goes up with it. I notice that every time. So there's VIX. Look how volatile. Look how volatile the market's. Here it is. See, there's the VIX. Right there. All right. Let's go back. Oh, I like this one. No jab, no play. How Australia is handling its vaccination debate. So basically, they are basically telling people that the proposal will set fines of 30,000 Australian dollars, or about 24,000, on centers who admit an unvaccinated child. That's for schools and stuff. So that's it. They're going to say, okay, you don't want to vaccinate? You go ahead and pay these fines. The New York Police Department details its use of cryptocurrency transaction analysis and policy document. So this was sent to me. This refers to a review and evaluation of information related to cryptocurrency transactions across blockchain. The New York City Police Department utilizes cryptocurrency analysis tools to automate the search of information associated with cryptocurrency transactions in furtherance of criminal investigations. Eskom expects power shortages on a weekly basis for the next 3 months. Oh, yeah. You're going to get power shortages. This is just a massaging thing they're doing. Massage. Oh, yeah. Massage. Sorry, I'm just coughing here. Who do we got here in the comments here? So, are you getting the vaccine? Mike, no, I'm not. Too many people are dying of it. And it's not been tested properly, and there's nothing, like the whole, I'm not even going to go into that tonight. I don't want to get my video flagged. And, oh, yeah, also in business, hold on. Bill Gates becomes the top U.S. farmland owner. And we were discussing this. We had God Rules on the channel. And we were discussing this. And the last time I think any independent person like this bought this much land was back in the 60s during in Florida. And there was a guy buying up a lot of land in the middle of Florida. And we're talking about thousands of acres of land. And people were wondering, why was he buying all his land? And it was Walt Disney. He was buying up land to open a theme park down in Florida. And that's the last time I heard of somebody buying up so much land at once. But this is not for... its intentions are not good here. So it says right here. So these investments include a stake in AutoNation, the Charles Hotel, Cambridge, Massachusetts, the Four Seasons in San Francisco, upward 100,000 acres of farmland in various states, land report said, citing 2014 profile of Larson and Wall Street Journal. So there's a lot of land. However, his largest holdings are in Louisiana, 69,071 acres, Arkansas, 67,000 acres, Nebraska, 20,000 acres, Arizona, 25,000 acres, and Washington State, 16,000 acres. So, And he's picking up more, apparently. He's got 242,000 acres of farmland, and there's rumors that he's going to pick up another 300,000 acres by the end of 2021. An extra 300,000 acres. All right, we got the comments going. Trump told media if they don't broadcast, they will lose the license or have the army take over. Brother John says, I voted for Trump, but faced reality. Some of you make him like Jesus, expecting his second coming or term to happen anytime. Market Education saying Bill doesn't have an Adam's apple. I don't think he could do 10 push-ups. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. All right, guys, let's go back here, if that's okay. Let's just go back. Let's just do a quick channel plug real quick. We'll get on one last caller. All right, here we go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I did a video today on that XL pipeline deal that Joe Biden basically canceled. There it is, destroy Canadian jobs, day one. There it is right there. Poop in the markets, lots of poop happening in the markets there. Toronto Exodus, that was covering the Better Dwelling article where people are leaving the big cities. And it's all crap, breaking news, crap in the news, wet fart edition. There's a lot of farting in this video. Careful with that. There's a lot of farting. Be careful. It's all crap. Everything we're seeing is crap. So that's the position we're in right now. A bunch of crap. Guys, don't forget to set your reminders for this Saturday. Mike in the Night, Digital Prison. I need you guys there. Digital Prison, Mike in the Night, Digital Prison. So we need you on Digital Prison. We got, don't forget to buy something on Teespring. So we got green tea, freedom and truth, shout out from New Zealand. Don't forget to check out his YouTube channel, Green Tea Freedom. I was on there today watching one of his videos. Guys, don't forget to follow me here on Facebook if you guys really want to or you're really bored. I'm on Facebook. And then, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want. I'm on Instagram, and you could send me show tips there. Lenny Poo is sending me a ton of show tips. And don't forget to check out our friend Art by Dano. Great guy, artbydano.net. Check him out. He's got all kinds of cool stuff, and it's not even expensive. It's cool, good stuff. And after I'm finished doing my downstairs, I think I'm going to buy some stuff to put in my hallways in the house, kind of spice it up a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. So that's that right there. That's a little plug. Guys, Mike in the Night, Digital Prison, this Saturday, if you want to make it. All right, let's keep going here. So that's what's happening, guys. We went over a few tickers. And there's the VIX. I usually follow the VIX when I'm trying to figure out velocity in the markets. These guys in another country created this gauge of what? Oh, that's New York City police. Where's that stupid gauge? Right here. This guide to traders, and it tells you if there's emotional trading, of buy and sell, and I don't know about that, Oh, thieves grab $451,000 in cash from Hong Kong crypto trader. Oh, that's terrible. I'm just trying to see. Bank of America, Bitcoin. Ooh, what's this? Bitcoin becomes most crowded trade after passing Longtech's Bank of America survey. Bitcoin's price must pass 40K to halt exodus of traders from JP Morgan analyst. I get it wrong all the time. Maria Guy says crypto is deep state money. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. Let me see who we have available here. Who is available? Let's see if Anthony picks up his phone. See if Anthony, let's call him. Let's see if he picks up. He probably won't. He only picks up the phone when he's in the comments there, because Anthony really has some good market angles he likes to talk about, right? And it'd be nice to get him on the show again. Give us a few tickers on what he thinks is good. I'm just trying to think here who else we got. Let's see who we haven't had on the show in a while. Who hasn't come on the show in a while? Who is investing out there? Who's buying a house? Who is moving? We got Tristan messaging me. Let's see if he's available. This is green tea. Yo, Tristan, what's up, buddy?
Instagram if you want. Just finished work for the day. Just listening to your live stream.
Oh yeah, I saw you message me. I said I'm going to give him a call. We're just talking markets, housing, all kinds of stuff. Listen, I just want to send a big congratulations to you, because apparently your great leader Jacinta Ardern has notified the world that New Zealand is now officially virus free.
The all-knowing leader. She must have information that as common folk, the Commonwealth common folk, do not know.
Mm-hmm. She announced that yesterday, and I was shocked. Like, what? I think it was the day before yesterday, your time, because we are like a day behind you. And I was shocked. Like, is it because the inauguration speech and it was confirmed that Trump was out, that they could go ahead and move forward with virus free, or what?
Yeah. I think having Sleepy Joe being the new president means that the virus can be the vaccines can be rolled out and the virus can go away.
That's
in a wave of socialism and possible communism.
I have some good news, actually. In Canada, we're actually going into red alert lockdowns. Each province is getting locked down, and there's no inter-movement between provinces, and they're really locking it down hard here. With the three people that died in the last 4 months. And so what's happened with that is I think Canada wants to call an early election so they could do the mail-in ballots shenanigans that they did in the United States, and they want to pull the same thing again.
Yeah. The mail-in ballots, the most insecure way to vote known to man. And I was watching on Rebel News yesterday when I was out for my hike that the police were cracking down on the Yahoo Nation protest. I saw they were arresting a few folks that normally had been allowed to protest freely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you watch the last Mike in the Night? The first guest, Eduardo, who basically gave us that footage of that big rally in downtown Toronto where they end up taking a woman, 2 speakers, and they stole his generator.
Oh wow! Yeah. No, I missed the start of that one. I enjoyed the one you had with Tony on.
Yeah, God Rules. Yeah,
God Rules. Yeah, that rocked. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. We're all like-minded. That's why we're talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? We all talk to each other because we're all in the same way like-minded, and like-minded people kind of, how you say, think alike and kind of gravitate towards each other, right?
Yeah. Birds of a feather and all that type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I just had a few stats on the New Zealand unemployment rates and that type of thing, if that's of any interest to...
Yeah, please.
So the New Zealand unemployment rate is currently at 5.3%, which is fairly low. But they did a survey this week, and they interviewed thousands of people, and 50% of all Kiwi workers had stress around reduced hours and employment security. So the unemployment numbers are quite low, but there's a lot of people on reduced hours, a lot of people working, like doing extra hours for free just to keep businesses going and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have some fantastic news. Your neighbors northwest of you in Australia, their unemployment rate's only at 5% now. They said everyone's back at work.
Yeah, that's Almost unbelievable.
It is. I just read the article. It was front and center in the ABC, always broadcasting crap.
Yeah. Always broadcasting crap, and I like your 10 push-up gates. That's I like that saying.
Well, can I ask you? Let me ask you. This is just opinion based on your opinion. Do you think Bill Gates could do 10 push-ups for real?
I think 5 would be a stretch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just trying to figure this out. Maybe we can get word to him and ask him if he could do 10 push-ups on camera for us, because he is the self-appointed health minister of the planet, right?
Yeah. He wears a sweater and he wears glasses, so he's trustworthy.
I don't think I've seen that guy without a sweater in my life.
Yeah, it's part of the image. You got to keep the image going.
Yeah, for like 50 years.
Yes, he's looked the same for the last 30 years. He hasn't changed much.
Guys, here is Green Tea Freedom and Truth channel. I'm going to give you guys the link in the comment section. And I would like for everyone to go there and subscribe to his channel. He put up a video up today that was actually really good. I actually saw it, and I think I commented on it, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
You commented. It was about the Declaration of Independence, that document, the Republic.
There it is right there, yeah. Yeah, I commented on that one today. So there it is from today's. I want everyone to go there and subscribe. He's at 332 subs. There's enough people watching this on replay to get him to 500. So go there and please subscribe to him, because he actually he's actually one of us. So we're all like-minded. We believe in we just have more conservative values, and we believe that you reap what you sow. You get back with what you put in, right? If you don't want to put in, then that's your problem, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the freedom of speech and the freedom of expression, it cuts both ways. It allows people who want to follow the communist contact tracing, all of these things, it allows them to do that, just as it allows us to go about our lives freely. And choose not to do those things. Yeah, so just back to that unemployment thing, like they were saying that a lot of workers they're still in work, but their hours and income are reduced. So the unemployment figures don't look as bad, but the income the workers are getting is reduced.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? When Canada, just before our federal election, Canada created 40,000 jobs, and then they forgot in the fine print at the bottom to mention, well, they mentioned it, but they kind of didn't mention it. But if you read through it and kind of symbolically understood what it's trying to say, it actually meant government jobs, not private sector jobs.
There we go. Yeah.
40,000 jobs in Canada. Yeah, but that's the public sector. Nobody cares about public sector jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they have this thing, some places like 0-hour contracts where you can be on a contract and have no guaranteed hours. So you're effectively employed, but how much work you're doing is, it could be 3 hours a week or 8 hours a week or something, but you are still considered to be employed, but you're really not.
I know a guy that was working 4 hours a month because they weren't allowed to fire him, so they had to legally schedule him for 4 hours a month, and he was considered employed.
An hour a week.
Yeah. Guys, there's the link there for his channel. Steve the Plumber was asking for the link. There's the link right there, guys. Everybody get over there and subscribe to Green Tea Freedom and Truth so you guys can get angles. You guys need to know what's happening in New Zealand, because you're probably wondering, Mike, what do I care? I live in Canada. Well, you better care, because usually New Zealand and Australia and Canada are fighting over each other to see how they could screw over their citizens the best or faster. So if New Zealand comes in and says, we're going to raise taxes 3%, and then Australia says, we're going to do 5%, screw you, New Zealand, and then Canada says, we're going to do 8%. And
that's it.
And that's how the song plays, right? So
yeah. And like when I was on last week, we talked about that New Zealand does have a type of foreign buyers tax that has come in 2018,
right?
But it has more holes than a sieve. It's you have to be a resident, but how it's easy to become a resident. So the government has made like moves to try and stop the foreign buyers flooding the market, but I don't think it's done any good.
You guys there in Auckland and in some of your bigger cities there have completely empty towers, empty condo towers there. And
Yeah, I've heard you mention that.
And it's same thing in New York, same thing in Vancouver. Like tower, I lived in Vancouver and at Stadium. I used to live at Stadium in downtown Vancouver. That's where my big business was back in the day, my big store. And when I was down there at Stadium, I could tell you that there was like 9 people living in a 400 unit or 380 unit tower.
Oh, wow. Well, invite the friends and family over.
Well, it's all empty. The units are empty. So the concierge would get some keys that he had and go through some of the apartments and show me empty apartments that still have the plastic on the microwave and on the counters from the builder.
Yeah, crazy.
Yep. And there's all these homeless people on the street.
Yeah. And, you were saying how the Chinese leverage, take second and third mortgages and buy in the Commonwealth countries where they can get in, and I know they can get in here. What do they do with those properties? Are they renting them?
No, majority of them are left empty. The reason why they're doing this, that's why they're putting the vacant home tax here in major Canadian cities, is because they just want to get they want capital flight. They want to get whatever they could leverage out or what they could muscle out of China. Because I wouldn't want to keep my money in China myself. If I was Chinese and I had my money in a Chinese bank account and my president or whatever that guy is there declares themselves emperor of China, like he did 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I don't want to keep my money in that country myself. But then what happens is it puts a burden on our countries, because then we're bought out of our own markets. It creates artificial shortages and it makes homeowners wealthy on paper. But then the locals are just out. The locals, if they're not in, then they're screwed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know. I'm a local in that position. Yeah. And do you know that some of the housing things in Saudi Arabia?
No, what's going? I know. This is kind of bizarre. I know I covered this morning, but I know in India, China has been building cities and towns, like ghost cities and towns, inside India's border and claiming it's part of China. I'm not making this up. I covered it from a gentleman who watches me who lives in India, and he sent me the link, and I couldn't believe what I was reading, and it was real.
Yeah, I can fully believe it. Mm-hmm. Just recently, I worked with a Scottish guy who was living in Dubai. He was living in Dubai. Mm-hmm. His father immigrated from Scotland to Dubai. He was an engineer, and he had moved over there when he was 8. And he's now in his late 20s. Over there, you can't buy a property. And when my friend finished school, he had 30 days. He'd been there since he was 8. He had 30 days when he finished school to either study again at a uni or get a job, or he had to leave the country. Mm-hmm. His father's in the same boat. He's been working there for 20-something years. If his job stops, he's got 30 days. I think maybe they can extend it to 60 to either sort something out, or you have to bounce. They look after their own people, like compared to how it is in our countries.
Oh no. Our countries, they don't know. Like for example, if you go to Mexico, and you want to buy a nice property there for, let's say, $30,000, they won't touch you because you're a foreigner. In Mexico, I tried to buy in Mexico two times, two different states, 2 times in Mexico. I was there for 2 years. They wouldn't touch me. They laughed at me, saying, "You're a foreigner. We can't sell to you."
Yeah. They look after their people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And same in Dubai. They were, even though his younger brother had been born in Dubai. Who was a bit younger. His younger brother was just coming towards the end of high school. Mm-hmm. He'd lived there his whole life, born and bred, and he was coming up to the 30 days of either continue study, get a job, or you're going back to Scotland where they're from. And I was like, man, they really look after their. You imagine having that in like the States or Canada, we'd be considered racist or whatever.
Yeah, well, in other countries, yeah, because they're just dismantling the threads that assembled the pillars that built these Western countries. They're just taking it apart piece by piece. Now our friend Sleepy Joe or Creepy Joe. He's going to go ahead and start going after the guns now, right? And you know what's going to happen. Just like New Zealand when they got rid of the guns, just like Australia when they got rid of the guns, and they just start becoming more and more tyrannical.
Yeah, exactly. And you look at I look at the Canadian guys and the Kiwi guys. Like the Kiwi guys that tend to be rugby guys, tough guys. The Canadian guys, a lot of them ice hockey, fighting and this sort of thing, and then it's complete compliance and like rollover when this sort of thing comes in. And Sleepy Joe, if he was like a senior guy at a rest home, like maybe managing a cards night or a drinks on a Friday night, that's where his level really should be, rather than the leader of the free world.
Yeah, I actually agree with you wholeheartedly, 1,000,000,000% on that. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Creepy Joe. Yeah, he got that name Creepy Joe because remember he used to go around people sniffing them.
Yeah, all handsy and sniffing kids and girls and stuff. Like I've got a daughter and I've got a granddaughter, and yeah.
Wow, you have a granddaughter?
Sure do. I got a little 3-year-old granddaughter.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thanks, brother. Yeah.
Good for you. All right. Tia, I'm going to let you go. Guys,
Thanks.
This is Green Tea for Green Tea, Freedom, and Truth. I'll give you another link here to his channel. Please go over there and subscribe and be part of the channel. And he's got a lot of good information he puts up that is basically going to help you or help us understand what's happening across the board. Thanks, Tristan.
Keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you. Bye.
God bless.
God bless. That is Tristan out of New Zealand. Guys, I'm falling asleep here real quick. It's not because it's boring. It's because I'm tired, man. I don't know what. I had a long day today. And, okay, next week, guys, I want to get blunt news. I want blunt news on the show next week. If you could make it, sorry, Mike in the Night. Mike in the Night. This is Mike in the Night for next Saturday. This Saturday is going to be Digital Prison. So I want blunt news to come on. I want to see if I could get on, I need the Raven back on. I haven't had the Raven on in like a week or two. So let's get the Raven back on. I want blunt news back on. I wouldn't mind getting Lenny Poo back on too. Lord Humongous. Let's get a few people on this week. I would like to get, who else do I want to get on the show the next week? Lord Humongous, Lenny Poo, Raven, Steve the Plumber. Steve the Plumber says you can now buy in Mexico. Really? They made it almost impossible to buy anything there. Unless you lease the land, which is not something you don't want to do that, trust me. Who else do we got here? I want to get Steve the Plumber on Mike in the Night. It's been a while, man. I want to hear what he's been up to. Maybe we'll get Mitch on too. Who knows, man? Mike in the Night this Saturday, guys. Don't forget, join us, Mike in the Night, live call-ins. And the topic will be digital prison. Everything is going to be digital. Why are they so dependent on digitization? Why are they so dependent on making everything a fourth dimension? Or, a digital fourth dimension. The Raven says, me and Lenny have a big surprise for the Saturday, February 12th show. It's a secret. Woo! So that's Saturday, February the 12th. Wow, that's way down the line. Yeah, that's like in 3 weeks, right? Well, it's closer to spring, right? Man, I can't wait. Okay, Steve the Plumber says he will come on the show Saturday. Don't forget, Steve, because sometimes you get busy too. I know sometimes you have company, or I don't know with lockdowns how many people are getting company anymore over. So, Blunt News said sure. Michael Walker is working for us on working on the back end of the channel. We are hunting down Hunter Biden's laptop. So he's Michael Walker is in the comments there. He's been kind of following the clues and connecting the dots. Hopefully we could find that lost laptop for him. Elvis Live says, don't accept digital. Yeah, Raven's getting baptized. That's what we think is going on. Elvis Lives, the anticipation, we may not even be alive then. Low Roller saying, you heard Pornhub added Dogecoin. Oh, okay, no. Raven says, no, me and Lenny will report live from another country. God bless America. Thank you. Someone's getting out. Raven, if you let me know where you're going, I might want to take a vacation with my family, man. I want to get the hell out of here for a while. I'm stir crazy, man. I'm going stir crazy here. Like, I mean, I enjoy my days. I hang out at the store. I like to trade stock. I like to talk, but I like to go just meet other people, go to different countries. And if Raven's going somewhere else, I want to know where he's going. I would like to know where he's going because I want to go away too, man. I guess I could technically, but the thing is you gotta go into quarantine for Canada. You gotta get tested in another country. Oh, he's going to Dominican Republic. Are you going to Santo Domingo? Or are you going to Puerto Plata? Or are you going to... Where are you going in Dominican? I just usually stay in the capital, Santo Domingo. Yeah, maybe I should go to Santo Domingo. So Raven will be broadcasting from Santo Domingo. Yo, put some locals on while you're there, like outside. Be out and about, close to the Wi-Fi from the hotel, and put on a local there on the street. I want to talk to him in Spanish. Oh, you're going to Punta Cana. Okay, that's like Americanized. You got to go to Santo Domingo, man. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and being part of the channel. And thanks for the super chat. I got, was it $3.96 chat revenue today in super chat? Thank you so much. Everyone, Elvis Lives saying everyone's getting quarantined. Oh, yeah. Everybody's getting quarantined. It's gonna be an interesting time to go. All right, guys, I'm just reading the comments here. You guys, everybody, no, Punta Cana is like the U.S. No, it's Americanized. Punta Cana, parts of it is like, Subway restaurant, 7-Eleven, Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's very, I'm talking about more like rural city type slummy party like areas, Anyways, guys, I'm going to go before I say something embarrassing. Grindhouse Cartoons, how about Panama? Panama's good. Panama's good. I've been to Panama twice or thrice. I think it's been 2 times I've been to Panama. No, Panama's fine. Panama's okay. Panama, I actually had a really good time in Panama. What else in the comments here? Oh, you don't leave the resort. Oh. Mike is rich. $3 will get you some tidbits. I know. Good night, Tignim. Steve the Plumber says, Mike, they show the live stream of their wedding. Yeah, I don't mind streaming it. If you stream it to me, like to me on Skype, then I will stream it on the, you don't have to worry about, if you guys want to stream something and you remember that, you've been on the channel for a long time, go ahead and let me know and give me a heads up. And I don't mind streaming it. You have to stream it on your Skype to me. For me, I will do all my analytics and all my crap on the back end so I could stream it on the channel so everyone could see it. I'll do all the other stuff. You just got to give me a heads up and I'll go ahead and do it on my end. And that's it. All right, guys. That's my kids coming downstairs to check on me because the show should be over. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and if you can't take care, please stay safe. I have spoken.